Hello and welcome back to the 100% playthrough of The Witcher 3 Hearts of Stone. We have survived the boat crash. Last episode we fought the Ophiri who wanted to kill us for killing their prince, who was actually the frog in the sewers. And Olgierd von Everec owes us a couple of answers, but so does Master Mirror, who wants us to meet him at midnight at the crossroads beneath the willows. So let's grab Roach, and actually right there. I don't think it should be all that far. Yantra is kind of around the corner. For now we will ignore these guys too. Yeah, Master Mirror, ominous as he is, did he help us find Yennefer is the better question. He kind of hinted towards it, but well, maybe he was indirectly involved in us finding Yennefer all the way back at the beginning of the base game. Now Yantra should be kind of close to Novigrad. We are circling the city as we speak. And the village ahead, I do believe, should be the village we are looking for. Of course, the navigation is as wonky as ever, and it's been so long since we actually took Roach out and did some decent riding ahead with her. Ah yes, the sunflower fields, always a beautiful sight.
His smile fair as
Whoa!
as towards him he draws you. His tongue sharp and silvery as he implores you. Your wishes he grants as he swears to adore you. Gold, silver, jewels, he lays riches before you. Dues need be repaid, and he will come for you. All to reclaim, no smile to console you. He'll snare you in bonds, eyes glowing a fire, to gore and torment you till the stars expire.
Definitely one of the best tracks on the official soundtrack of the DLC, Master Mirror's theme, and essentially the theme of the entire DLC as well. And it's creepy just because little kids are singing it, and it always adds that little creepy horror factor into it. Okay, we need to meet him at midnight. Midnight's around the corner, so we might as well meditate.
I knew you'd come.
You a soothsayer?
It matters little who I am. Your escape, I made it possible. Previously, Yennefer, you found her thanks to me, so you feel you owe me.
Memento you gave me. Pretty effective reminder.
That is its purpose. Incidentally, I find it quite funny how even the most rotten scoundrels have this inner compunction to repay debts of gratitude. Humans, elves, dwarves, all races. You really must explain that to me one day. As for the here and now, tell me, how'd you manage with your theories?
Pretty well. You didn't help me storm that. I was counting on more conventional help. You summoned that storm, you a mage. While the storm did help you, probably aided through Gaunter O'Dimm. The conventional help is not exactly in the cards, considering that guy just appeared out of nowhere on a ship in the middle of the water, so I don't know, number 3 seems reasonable.
You appeared out of nowhere. Disappeared just as mysteriously, summoned a storm. Let me guess. You're a mage.
Oh, please, no. I cannot stand spells. Childish hocus pocus. It's just not interesting. What I find fascinating are true tales, true human lives, like the one I shall tell you now. It's about a man, worse than most. A vulgar, despicable man with a heart of stone. A man who refuses to pay his debts.
Really think this'll interest me? Any reason why?
He's wronged you as well. His name is Olgierd von Everec.
Olgierd. So, he definitely did something to get on O'Dimm's shit list, that's for sure. Do we have a thing against Olgierd? Maybe a grudge because he probably knew about the prince being transformed into a toad and sending us to kill him anyway. But how does Gaunter O'Dimm know that he wronged us?
How do you know we'd met, and that I'm not exactly thrilled with him now?
Please, Geralt. I knew the Ophiri had captured you. Was I not to know how this had come to pass? Olgierd von Everec did willfully and maliciously conspire to cause you to kill a man who might have been cured. Had I not intervened, you would have lost your head for this. Do you know why he did it? Because he's a degenerate monster in human flesh who feeds on the pain and suffering of others.
Well, you clearly don't like him. What did he do to you?
He and I made a pact. A pact under which I called on my many talents and associates to give him what he desired. And now the time's come to pay. Yet, he shirks his obligation.
Need me to collect a debt? I'm not some hired muscle.
Muscle is not what this requires. It needs a soul intelligent and clever. An individual who fears no dare. Someone like you.
Pure flattery, that.
Of course it is. After all, I am a traveling merchant. But make no mistake, I've many interesting wares on offer.
Wares like?
Surfeit. Abundance for the body and soul. You will lack neither food nor drink. As a witcher, you might desire weapons supreme. I can offer you those you've dreamt of. Your body, agile as never before. Your mind, faster than lightning. Romantic prowess to charm all womankind. But above all, I offer a great and true adventure. An experience like no other, the fate of only the chosen few.
Sure sounds generous. And all that for my help with one small matter. Won't want anything else from me?
Just one. Honesty.
Well, he is a merchant, he does make good selling points, and all of those offers do sound lucrative. But do we really want to get involved? Probably not.
Know what? This business, it's between you two. Rather not get involved.
Before you decide, please hear me out. You shall see Olgierd as a vile man. Or, as they say in the West, a real son of a whore.
And it seems to me that O'Dimm's on purpose making us try to turn against Olgierd. But what did he do for Olgierd?
What did you do for Olgierd? Break him out of a cell too?
In some sense, yes. I remember that day quite well. It was a light drizzle, yet the cold tore right through you. Olgierd appeared at the break of dawn, gaunt as a rail, his shirt moth-eaten. Seemed to have naught but the sword at his side. It quite pained me to look at him. He asked for help, and help I gave. Made him a rich man, successful, esteemed. He is who he is today, thanks only to me. And yet afterwards, he turned his back, shunned me, sends me off when I dare ask for payment. Even sicked his hounds on me once. He's thus left me no option but to invoke the terms of our pact. And that is where you come in.
Okay. How much is Olgierd's debt?
How much does he owe you?
Gentlemen don't discuss coin.
Need to know the details if you want me to get my hands dirty. How much? 1,000,000 crowns? 2,000,000?
I'm no usurer to lend coin for interest. No. What Olgierd owes me is far more personal than shiny things that clink. As much as I regret it, I can say no more. I must respect his privacy.
And what would you have us do?
What about you? Call yourself a man of many talents? Can't you take care of this?
Therein lies the catch. Our pact states that before I can collect my due, I must yet fulfill 3 wishes for von Everec. But I cannot fulfill them myself directly, making use instead of a... how shall I put it? A proxy.
So what you need's a sucker.
What I need is an ally. And something tells me I shall find none better than you.
What do you expect me to do?
To start with, join me in paying von Everec a visit. Then, well, then we shall improvise. I believe, however, that all will end well. And once it does, we 3 shall meet and thank one another for the voyage we shared.
Right. Specifics now. Thought Olgierd had 3 wishes, requests, whatever.
He does. He may ask 3 things of us, yet we won't know what they are until we see him.
Oh boy. We definitely don't like this. No, no, no.
All seems a little shady.
Not just a
Your
little.
help, your pact with Olgierd, his 3 requests.
Think it over. I agree you've no a priori reason to trust me, but as it happens, I was in the right place at the right time to help you. And it's also the case that the same man has wronged us both. To my mind, those are reasons to work together.
To my mind, not so much.
Come with me to see Olgierd. You shall see he's a vile, dishonorable man who treats the lives of all folk like playthings, as he treated yours when he sent you to find the Frog Prince.
What happens if we don't
Sorry,
accept
have to find yourself someone
the
else.
help?
I'm not about to help you.
Don't be so hasty to decide. Olgierd von Everec is a truly base and vile man. Go to him. See for yourself.
Just what do you think I'll see?
All you need to. Things that will make you change your mind. I guarantee it. Besides which, help me in this, and I shall rid you of that unsavory mark. Not to mention all the other rewards that could be yours. Go. I shall join you later.
So regardless of what we choose, we don't essentially have a say and we are forced to help Gaunter O'Dimm. In which case, we might as well go and see if Olgierd really is as vile as O'Dimm claims. Now, he didn't strike me as a guy who is, you know, vile and brutal and everything else O'Dimm mentioned he was, so we'll definitely see for ourselves. But again, my theory is that O'Dimm purposefully wants us to turn against Olgierd and just help him, I know, collect the debt Olgierd owes him. Well, we'll see how this is going to go. Winespring Range. We were here at the beginning of the DLC, I do believe. We were galloping and frolicking on the other side, I think over here. Because we were on our way to the Geralt estate for the first time. Again, I could have taken the fast travel, but Roach needs some lag time, so we will take her instead. And it looks like the Geralt estate is on fire, which is never a good sign. So we best hurry and see what exactly is going on. Looks like they're
The
leaving.
devil walk a crooked path is hard. Well, look who's here. The witcher with a stick up his ass. What's new? Got a growth on your platter there. You catch some kind of a fiery pox?
Could say so. Manners burning, you noticed?
That? All right. You know how it is. Feast drags on with plenty of dancing, merrymaking, rough play. We got a bit carried away, truth be told.
Plain to see. Where's Olgierd?
Damned if I know. Must be somewhere hereabouts.
No! Please! I beg you!
Shut your trap.
Let me go! Leave me be!
Shut it.
I ate with yous, drank with yous, fought beside yous, and you'd kill me now? I'm one of yous!
You might have been, but not no more you ain't.
What's he guilty of?
What the fuck's it to you? Not your concern, mate.
Do we take the calm route, or do we kind of attempt to roughen them up a little bit? Maybe option 2 would be better, and maybe we are able to help this poor
Tell
sod
you
out.
what's gonna happen now. I'll ask again, polite-like, and you'll answer just as politely.
And if I don't?
Then I'll get angry, stop talking, and slaughter you all like swine. So what'll it be? Am I gonna hear why you want to take his head, or not?
Aren't you a thorny prick up the arse? Ataman said to kill him!
Got your answer. Happy? Now piss off. We've work to do.
Do what you will, not my concern. Well, we could potentially save a life. No need to be edgy. Well, talking didn't seem to bring us far. Neither was threatening, but, well, we stepped on that path, so
No, you don't.
let's try and
Let
go.
him go.
Oh, this is bloody rich. Can't plough and believe me ears. You switch your brains with your cock or something. Get your mutant witcher ass out of here.
Or,
Or I'll kill you!
go ahead, try.
Whoa, whoa, what the bloody hell's this? Geralt, have you decided to play defender of the downtrodden?
More like gutter of sons of bitches.
Long as I'm here, you'll gut no one.
That a challenge?
Why not? I've not fought a witcher before. Defeat me and I shall let him go. Stand aside. Would you wait, sir, for the dribble to subside?
Makes no difference to me.
Just the same. Stand and fight.
Oh boy. Olgierd von Everec.
Made a better man with you. Come on, onward!
Though he isn't exactly what he seems to be either. Whoa.
You do not strike. You flick harder. Strike harder. Hold nothing back.
I do wonder if bombs help against him. No. The answer is definitely no.
Finish it, sir.
And I think he's about to, like, dodge every time we cast a spell on him. Oh, never mind. So he's immune to Axie, that's good to know. Enemies seem to do a trick. So we'll try that again. There we go. Dodged again, I believe. Whoa, okay, buddy. Calm down. Thing is, we need to time Igni just right. Whoa, okay, okay, that's cheating. I'm sorry, that's cheating.
Damn you!
I'm switching back to Gwen. That helps. Okay, is he stuck in ghost form? Because that's... Oh, okay, there we go. He's taking some damage again.
Finish it, sir.
Considering he has all these powers, I don't think we'll actually kill him.
Well struck, Witcher. You win.
But perhaps you'd care to tell me why you meddled in a matter not yours.
Wanted to prevent further bloodshed.
Well, well. The Witcher with the heart of gold. Unsavory as it seems, there is a silver lining. At least you now know I don't easily lose my head. Release him.
Getting off cheap, mate.
At least we managed to save him.
Really necessary, that whole show?
Ah, show? Come now. A man must display some madness from time to time. Helps him feel alive. Dare say you know what I mean. Judging by the mark on your face.
Okay, let's elaborate on the fight a little bit. I could have taken the... let's talk it through. And what would have happened is the guy that... whose life we just saved would have died. And with this, we kind of had a further insight on what Olgierd actually is. And we also got gifted with one other amazing track on the official soundtrack. So I would say it's a win-win. Well, he mentioned the mark, so he probably does recognize
Know
it.
what this is?
I cannot be certain, but I've my suspicions. That's a dangerous man you've chosen to deal with, Witcher.
Did we choose to deal with him? Kind of. We were desperate, yes. And clearly, Olgierd's mortal.
You're immortal?
Depends on your understanding of the term. Indeed, I cannot be killed. But it's not at all what folk imagine. Not dying does not mean eternally living your life to the full.
So it's a curse?
A curse? No, wouldn't call it that. I'll put it this way. You must be careful what you wish for, lest your wish be granted. For there are consequences.
Not sure I follow.
You know very little can hurt you. So you take wild risks. Chase extreme sensations. There comes a point you've done it all, and all seems boring and monotonous. The trick's to plough through that moment. Go further. Reach beyond what's known as possible.
We are here for our reward. Probably something else too.
Killed the beast in the sewers.
Congratulations are in order then. Your reward. You're also welcome to take what you wish from the manor house. If anything's left uncharred, that is. Was it a tough fight?
I sliced its gut open, and it turned into a man. You know that would happen?
Of course he did. He'd never have dragged you into this elsewise.
Gaunter O'Dimm. Come to cast aspersions.
No. I've come to collect a debt.
You know you first must...
Grant you 3 requests, by proxy. I present to you my champion, Geralt of Rivia.
That's true, you knew the toad was a prince.
That true? You know the toad was a cursed prince?
He didn't just know. He brought about the curse himself. Did he not mention that bit? Well then, allow me to tell it. Quite the gripping story. Olgierd once loved a beautiful maiden named Iris. Yet, her parents chose to offer her hand to the Crown Prince of Ophir. Olgierd grew to hate the poor sot. At first, he wished to kill him. Then decided this would be too simple. So, instead, he condemned the prince to a base life in a toad's bloated corpus. Yet he grew bored of watching him suffer and decided to end it. By your hand.
Remind me, O'Dimm. Who was to fulfill my last 3 requests?
My assistant, Geralt.
Then be gone. I don't wish to look at your face any longer than I must. Come.
Where to?
The stables. My men are preparing to depart.
Oh boy, there is a lot to unwrap. Did you knowingly put us in danger?
Could have told me the truth about the toad. Having a bit of fun at my expense.
I simply wanted the beast dead. I could not know you would respond to the notice. Pure coincidence. Yeah, I must admit, when you, a witcher, answered the call, I thought it right. It's what you lot are trained to do.
Might have been able to lift the curse.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Then again, why bother?
He was a human being.
That bloody Ethereal mutt was no human. His kind does not deserve to live.
Oh, careful now, Olgierd. Did you turn the prince into a toad?
What he said about the prince. That true? You turn him into a toad?
Perhaps. Or perhaps the Ethereal Dauphin ate something that disagreed with him. You never know with their cuisine.
Never heard of food that turns men into monsters.
Then perhaps it was something he drank. I cast the curse. Revenge for a deep disappointment. I was another man then. Let rage get the better of me and hollered the words without ever thinking they could possibly come true.
Oh, it was kind of a mistake. Kind of. Between you and Gaunter, there's a lot going on and we would rather not get involved.
This thing between you and Master Mirror, your quarrel, really rather not get involved.
You already are, I fear. He did something for you. Now you've a debt to repay. Am I right?
Yes.
Well, then you'll not free yourself of him till you've paid it back. But never worry. I shall devise tasks so impossible you will never complete them. Not if you go mad trying. But try your best, and your debt shall be absolved, while I shall live in peace until Master Mirror finds another aide-de-camp.
Okay, let's say we help. What are your 3 requests?
Guess I gotta pop the question directly. What do I need to do for you?
Let me think. We're currently without a roof over our heads. Perhaps we should start with that. Bring me the house of Maximilian Bossodi.
His house?
So surprised. But why? I must live somewhere, mustn't I? What's the meaning of this? Second leave of your senses? You mean to mount a filthy horse?
Out of my sight, wretch. Know what Vladimir would do to you if he saw?
Aye.
Vladimir.
My brother. There were times he himself stank like foot wrappings 3 days old, but his mount always looked fit for a parade. Oh, none rivaled Vladimir at feasting, carousing. Sadly, he's been celebrating less of late. You must find him, and show him the time of his life. My second request.
Fine, seems easy enough. And the third?
Complete those 2, then we shall speak of the third.
Are there any helpful hints you might give us?
Any hints? Where I should go? How I might start?
You must be mad. I've no intention to make things easier for you.
Of course, because we're O'Dimm's proxy. Once we're done with the first 2 requests, where are we going to find you?
Once I'm done with those 2, where will I find you?
I cannot know, as my band has planned some diversions. But let us say at the Alchemy Inn, in Oxenfurt.
Fine. See you there. The brother shouldn't be too hard. But the house? How am I supposed to bring him a house?
Actually, the opposite. I wouldn't worry about the house. The brother will be the tough bit.
Is it nice of him to wait for us?
You waited for me. Nice of you.
I could hardly abandon my proxy to the whims of fate.
Thought I have to fulfill Olgierd's wishes myself.
So states the contract. Yet, nowhere does it forbid me from providing help. And something tells me you'll need quite a bit to complete the first 2 tasks.
Okay, where's the brother? Where's Vladimir?
Olgierd's brother. Why do you think he'll be tough?
I'm afraid he's dead. Has been for years.
Never agreed to necromancy.
Necromancy is hardly your only option for reviving a soul. An old-fashioned ritual, a blood summoning. That's what you need.
That's like choosing between pestilence and the plague. Besides, I'd need the blood of the summoned.
Blood. True. Of the summoned, not necessarily. Here.
Where do you get this?
Geralt, aren't you the curious one? Assume it to be von Everec blood and get on with it.
Where'll I find this Vladimir?
Geralt, I cannot do everything for you. Use your head. The von Everecs are well known in these parts. You must have met someone who's heard of the family. The charming redhead, for instance. The medic. You know the one.
Okay, so Shani might be of help then. And how are we supposed to bring him a whole house?
Borsodi's house. No idea how I'm supposed to bring him that.
The only Borsodi I know of around here runs an auction house in Oxenfurt.
Heard of it. My swords almost got auctioned off there once. Auction was held in Novigrad, though it was a while past.
They must have relocated. You just might get an opportunity to ask them why.
Fine, I'll go there. Then what?
How should I know? Perhaps you'll get inspired once you're there. Oh, and take plenty of coin. I have a feeling it could come in handy.
Oh boy, we have a lot ahead of us.
Guess it's high time I got to work.
A bit more enthusiasm, Witcher. You know, you just might enjoy yourself.
Yay, can't wait. Say I need help. Where'll I find you?
I shall find you.
And he's gone.
Good luck,
just
Geralt.
like that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are definitely in for something. We have our Olgierd and Vladimir character entries. Do we actually go and check them out? We probably have that bit of time left still. Gaunter O'Dimm. Now let's see what this guy is actually all about. Geralt had escaped a great many predicaments, sometimes of his own doing, sometimes aided by others. One of the strangest helping hands was that extended to him by Master Mirror. Witcher wasn't on an Ophiri ship, held captive and bound for a date with the gallows, when out of nowhere in came Master Mirror. He reminded the Witcher of their first encounter when he helped Geralt find Yennefer in White Orchard. Now he was offering help as well, this time for a price. In exchange for freeing Geralt from the ship, he demanded Geralt meet him at a certain crossroads. When the Witcher agreed, a strange mark appeared on his face. It was as though Master Mirror had put a stamp on him to show they had entered into as pact. A suspicion later confirmed beyond all doubt. Gaunter O'Dimm explained he and their mutual acquaintance, Olgierd von Everec, had entered into a strange pact. Their deal stipulated O'Dimm would have to grant von Everec 3 wishes, yet he would not do so on his own, having to call instead upon the services of a proxy. And who better to provide such assistance than a Witcher? Since O'Dimm made agreeing to be his proxy a condition for receiving help of the Ophiri ship, Geralt had little choice but to agree. Master Mirror appeared once again, suddenly and out of nowhere as usual, after Olgierd proclaimed his first 2 wishes. Mirror told Geralt of a way to show Olgierd's brother the time of his life, even though this life had in fact ended years earlier. He equipped Geralt with von Everec blood and the knowledge of how to summon Vladimir's ghost. Just how O'Dimm had managed to collect a vial of von Everec blood was never made clear, but then again, burning question marks hung over everything this strange figure did. We also have Vladimir von Everec, a lovely ghost. Geralt was tasked with finding Vladimir von Everec and showing him the time of his life. This would have been one of the Witcher's least remarkable missions had not Vladimir been dead for years at this point. A mysterious Master Mirror did not think this much of an obstacle, however. He handed Geralt a vial of von Everec blood and told him of an incantation which would summon Vladimir from the grave. Geralt thus journeyed to the von Everec family crypt and sought out the younger von Everec's place of burial. And we also have... Oh no, where is he? Not Gaunter O'Dimm, not Fringilla. We need Olgierd. Here we go. Okay, there is a quite substantial character entry addition, and I do believe this is where it starts. Geralt later returned to the estate where he had first met Olgierd and his band, and found the place in flames. He soon learned the property did not in fact belong to Olgierd, but had merely been commandeered by the ataman and his men, who then went a touch overboard with their carousing. Olgierd did not begrudge them their pyrotechnic overexuberance, but the murder of the manor's lord had considered one cruelty too far and ordered the wrongdoer beheaded. Geralt entered the stage in the middle of this execution. In the tumult that followed, he made the most startling discovery. Olgierd von Everec was immortal. and immortality was but the start of the surprising revelations about Olgierd. Master Mirror revealed the two had signed a contract. In exchange for regaining his lost status and wealth, Olgierd had promised Master Mirror something very personal. What exactly, Geralt did not yet know. This contract had a strange clause. Before it could be considered complete and Master Mirror could collect his due, he had to fulfill three of Olgierd's wishes. He could not do this personally, however, but needed instead to make use of a proxy. His choice for this role, Geralt, who was in this way drawn into a personal settlement between a powerful immortal nobleman and the mysterious Gaunter O'Dimm. Upon hearing Geralt would be the one to carry out his request, Olgierd wasted no time and issued him his first challenges to bring him the house of Maximilian Borsodi and to show his brother Vladimir the time of his life. Oh, goodness gracious. A dead man's party. And I do believe Open Sesame. So this is the house quest, and this is the Vladimir quest, so to say. We also have enchanting startup costs and Rose on the red field. And I think we will sidetrack from the main quest for a while and focus on the side quests and also a bit of exploration. We still have this little notice board over here which we didn't even tackle, and I think it's going to open up a whole lot over in this area. So that's something we are going to do in the next episode. And for this one, I do hope you enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and it is so very much appreciated. If you want to stay in track what I post and when I post, the little notification bell is your best bet. And until next time, bye!